There are 3 rules that every single YouTube video has to follow. If you break any of these 3 rules, your videos will aggressively underperform. Seriously, if your videos are underperforming, it's probably because you're not following these 3 rules. And I wish somebody had sat me down early on and taught me this, because I wasted so much time grinding away to learn all of this over 2 years. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to save you time by condensing everything I've learned into one video. Hey, I'm Eljay, and after making over 80 videos and getting 9 million views on this channel in just over 18 months, I can confidently say to you right now that all of YouTube, the entire algorithm, just comes down to 2 things. No, seriously, just 2 things. That's it. Those 2 things are your click-through rate and your retention rate. AKA, YouTube just wants you to click on a video and watch it as long as possible, and then click on another video they suggest and watch that as long as possible. This keeps you on the platform, watching ads, making them money.
What do you think YouTube wants? Like, to me, I think YouTube just wants people to click on a video and watch it. What's important is click-through rate, getting people to click on your video, and then average view duration, average view percentage, or just relative retention. Simplistic as that is, that's like what YouTube wants.
Later in this video, I'm also going to share with you one of my favorite entirely free tools that every single YouTuber needs to use. All the big guys are already using this, and you guys need to use this as well to upgrade your content. We'll cover that in a second, but first, let me talk about your package. So obviously, in order to get retention rate and watch time, you need viewers to click on your videos and watch the entire thing. And you've probably been told 1,000 times before that thumbnails and titles are crucial. You're probably sat there thinking right now, Eljay, I understand that thumbnails are important. I already have mastered the art and I don't know why I'm not growing. No, you don't get it, Billy. In fact, your channel lives and dies based on how you package your videos. I'm tired of people talking about thumbnails and titles separately. That's why I'm calling it packaging. And guys, your package is so important. If I look at your package and don't instantly understand what the video is about, you have a bad package. If I don't instantly understand the story this video is going to take me on, then you have a bad package. If I don't instantly understand the value your video has to me, then you have a bad package. If your package doesn't stand out from all the other packages and make me go, hey, that's a nice looking package, I want to click on that package, then you have a bad package. Here is what I want you to do. When you come up with a video idea, I want you to start thinking about its package while scripting and while planning the video. This will help your package accurately reflect the value of your video. And the better your video connects with the packaging, the better it will perform. But we do have to go a step further than that. The first 5 to 10 seconds of your video needs to heavily reflect on your value and your packaging. Otherwise, your audience will leave the video before you reach the crucial 30-second mark. If you can keep the majority of your audience watching after the 30-second mark and keep them engaged, then you have cracked the code. That is a success.
The simplest thing, just tell them why they should watch it. You know, if you're putting 1 million Orbeez in a pool, don't start the video with you shopping for your mom's birthday present. At the beginning of the video, just say, we're gonna put 1 million Orbeez in this pool.
One of my favorite ways to keep people engaged for those first 30 seconds is to tell them a very strong statement that triggers an emotional response from them, because you want someone to feel something with a video. If they feel nothing, they'll leave. You actually saw me do this at the start of this video. I told you guys that your videos are underperforming. I said you're wasting your time like I did, and I made you a promise that this video was going to help you. The second thing I like to do is actually use music to boost my retention rate and encourage the emotional response that I'm aiming for. Music is actually an incredibly powerful tool that I think all of the small creators that I watch aren't using properly. Let's look at Ludwig, for example. He will take a segment, a video, or a stream and use music to boost it to be so much more engaging, entertaining, and just generally emotive. One of his favorites he likes to use is Requiem by Mozart. You're actually listening to Requiem right now. It is both incredibly copyrighted and also incredibly good at adding dread and stakes to your content, which is why Ludwig loves it so much. And because he saw it in Hunter x Hunter and is a giant weeb. One of the major reasons this particular song and so many songs he uses work are because they're incredibly well known. People recognize the song even if they don't know the name because it's so heavily used in media. This is the same reason that I believe TikTok has been so successful. They use copyrighted chart-topping music as sounds that every single viewer can relate to on an emotional level and connect with. It's accessible, which is a shame because at the end of the day, some of the best music for engaging your viewers is incredibly well-known and incredibly copyrighted, chart-topping, or famous music. And when I asked you guys about this, a huge 89% of you said that if you could use copyrighted music to enhance your videos, then you would use copyrighted music. So you'll be happy to hear that thanks to today's sponsor, Licked, that's actually possible now. Licked's mission is to sign all of the major record labels and publishers so that they're the only platform you guys need for licensing all your chart-topping and famous music. They've got loads of chart-topping popular music. Even my favorite artists are on there, such as Oliver Tree and Easy Life. And for all you normies out there, they've even got David Guetta. If you want, you can actually go to their site right now and use their category system to browse for the perfect song and to see if your favorite artists are on there. And remember what I said about all those TikTok trends and how accessible they are on a base level? Well, they have a category purely for those. Literally, every single one they have licensed is there for you to check out. But it doesn't stop there. They've also just added a subscription-based stock music library, making them a one-stop shop for all licensed music. Licked is simple to use and easy to understand, which to me is the most important part, because when I asked you guys, do you feel that you understand copyright rules? 76% of you said, not really. Licked have all of your chart and stock music requirements covered, so you can start improving the quality of your videos, and you can get 50% off your first chart track and 60 days of free stock music with the link in the description. The reason all those songs work, by the way, is because they are accessible to a huge number of people, which is the second rule of YouTube. You need to ask yourself, is your video accessible to your key demographic? And if your video goes to the browse, aka the front page of YouTube, is it accessible to the larger audience on this platform and in that topic? When you're planning out and making content, you should be doing so with your key demographic and your audience in mind. You're doing it for a specific person, essentially. Or I guess you should be, because how can you plan out good content if you don't know who the video is for? Recently, I was helping a brand new creator over in Discord who was making a beginner's guide to using a tool called HeroForge, which is a tool for designing 3D tabletop models that you can then buy. And another new creator popped into the same Discord channel and said, hey, I don't actually know who the character in your thumbnail is, so maybe you should use a character that's actually well known for the thumbnail. Was this good advice? Would it make the video more accessible? No, not at all. The person who gave the advice doesn't know what HeroForge is. They don't know who the person in the thumbnail is, and of course, they're not going to click the video because they're not the key demographic for that video. This does teach us two important things about this creator's video though. The first is that to people who know what HeroForge is, the video is accessible, it is beginner's tips, and I would consider clicking on it. But to the larger demographic of this platform, they don't know what HeroForge is, and they won't click it. This means if the video goes to browse, aka the front page, it's less likely to blow up and get a lot of viral attention. So does this mean that you should only stick to topics that have a broad appeal and never get into the niche or the specific? Absolutely not. It's all about one thing again, and that is your package. Binging with Babish makes amazing complex cooking videos, and I watch them fully knowing that I'm never going to make them. In fact, tonight for dinner, I'm going to have a meat pie drenched in tomato sauce because I can't cook, and honestly, I don't really care about food. So why do I watch them? Well, let's look at his most viewed videos. His most viewed video is from Ratatouille. He makes a dish from a beloved movie from an entire generation. And he also makes a specific scene that has become a huge meme on the internet. And then we have the Krabby Patty, the Supreme Krabby Patty from SpongeBob, and that is his top 3. But it isn't just his top 3 videos, no, it is his top 50 videos. They're all foods or dishes from massive, beloved movies or TV shows that a large demographic can relate to. And then as we pass the top 50 most viewed videos, we start getting into the basics with Babish, a video series dedicated entirely to teaching beginners how to cook. A massive demographic. There are more beginners than there are expert chefs. Where other cooking channels never bait me in to get clicks or to watch their content, Babish always successfully gets me watching his videos. And that is because they are accessible to even an idiot like me. Because I want to know what the secret ingredient in the secret ingredient soup is from Kung Fu Panda. What is it? Which leads me to my final rule, and one of the hardest rules to follow, and a very hard and honest question that you need to ask yourself. Is your video actually valuable to anyone? Does anyone out there actually want to watch this video, and what will they get out of it? What value will they get from clicking and watching the video? And just as importantly, can you express the value of your video in your package? Because if there's no value and nobody wants what you're putting out there, then nobody will ever click it. You clicked this guide because you were hoping to learn something. The value is education. I'm sorry that I've failed. I clicked a binging with Babish video because I think watching him make a supreme Krabby Patty is going to distract me from my daily life long enough that I can go back to bed and pretend I had a productive day. Here's the thing though, most likely you aren't doing education content like me, reviews, guides, or anything else like that. And so you've probably thought to yourself now, a very easy answer, yes, my value is my entertainment. But, and hear me out on this, I don't think it's enough anymore to simply say, my videos are entertainment and therefore valuable. I think YouTube has developed too much for you to be able to say that. You need to go above and beyond. Like, look at Ambiguous Amphibian and Call Me Kevin as two amazing examples of valuable entertainment content. They don't just package their content as another gaming video or another Let's Play. They package it as unique and interesting gameplay with restrictions. Yes, technically it is entertainment value, but because the ideas and the concepts go a step above just a normal gaming video, it makes it easier to show that value and to show the reason why someone should click it in their package. So if you want to package your content like Call Me Kevin and the rest of these creators, then one of the biggest and best free tools that you can use, the one I mentioned at the start of this video, is thumbsup.tv. Too many new creators are making their thumbnails on full screen, on Canva, Photoshop, whatever it is, and they're not thinking about the fact it's going to get shrunk right down. Your text is going to end up being way smaller than you expect. All those colors, extra graphics, it's all too complicated and it looks terrible when it gets put up on YouTube. But not anymore, because if you drag and drop your thumbnail onto thumbsup.tv, you can also write the title next to it, which means you can see your package before you upload it. You can look your package directly in the eye and ask yourself, is my package attractive to potential viewers? Now, I want you to run every video idea through these 3 rules. Plan out your packaging while you're planning out your content. Make sure your video is accessible to your audience. And of course, make sure it's actually valuable and somebody actually wants that content. And if you want to learn to be a better creator, then YouTube thinks clicking this video right here is the most important thing you can do. So why not give that a go? And I'll see you guys next week.